Apple just announced the new iPhone 15, and I wouldn't recommend buying it unless... So, Apple introduces a new iPhone every year. It's no surprise that the newer model only has a few differences from the previous one. In light of this, we've compiled a list of reasons why you shouldn't purchase the iPhone 15 if you already own a premium iPhone, which, in general, we consider to be any iPhone from the excellent iPhone 13 or iPhone 14 lines. The iPhone 15 series may disappoint you for the reasons listed below, to put it in another way. But first, a disclaimer: Apple's iPhone 15 models are unquestionably some of the best iPhones ever produced. That is, without a doubt. For instance, all 4 devices offer USB-C connectivity, refreshed designs, better cameras, and better battery life than their respective predecessors. And if any one of those elements is critically important to you, then you should certainly consider upgrading. But because the company's current models are already so technologically advanced, there are almost certainly things that Apple's new iPhones don't improve on, which is a fact worth being in mind amid the annual iPhone hysteria. Reason number 1 is that the displays are staying the same. Every model in the iPhone 15 lineup has the same display as the model it replaces, with the exceptions of the dynamic island on the standard iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Plus. For instance, the standard iPhone 15 has the same 6-inch Super XDR OLED display as the iPhone 14, which has a fixed 60Hz refresh rate and a resolution of 2532 by 1170 pixels. The iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max both retain the 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED screens from the iPhone 14 Pro, which has a 2556 by 1179 pixel resolution and an adaptive 1 to 120 Hz refresh rate. Without a doubt, each of these displays is truly excellent, but since the iPhone 13 line, neither the iPhone 15 line nor any other have made significant improvements to them. So if you're anticipating an iPhone screen that's brighter and more colorful, you'll probably have to wait until the iPhone 16. Reason number 2 is that you shouldn't expect tangible performance increases. Without a doubt, the iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, and iPhone 15 Pro, and iPhone 15 Pro Max all feature lightning-fast processors, with the former 2 inheriting the A16 Bionic and the latter 2 the A17 Bionic, which may achieve benchmark results comparable to those of Apple's most advanced MacBooks. Apple's yearly chipset updates now prioritize durability over observable performance improvements. The iPhone 15 isn't likely to feel any faster than, say, the iPhone 13 Pro. The majority of the top-tier iPhones continue to be incredibly fast devices capable of juggling numerous apps at once. While it should go without saying that iPhones with Apple's A16 and A17 processors will outlast those with older chipsets, we're only talking about slight differences in power here. You shouldn't consider upgrading to the iPhone 15 or one of its siblings from one of the current best iPhones just because you want a faster, smoother mobile experience, because iPhones are renowned for maintaining strong performance levels long after they've been replaced by new-gen models. The reason number 3 is that the price for the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be higher than last year. Purchasing an iPhone 15 Pro Max this year will cost you a little more money. The new phone has undergone some significant changes, and as a result, the starting price has changed to $1,199 for a 256GB model. A Pro Max last year started at $1,099 and had 12 gigabytes of storage. You're stuck paying more, but getting more storage in exchange, because that option isn't available for the 15 Pro Max. Apple will release both phones on September 22nd, with pre-orders opening this Friday, with the iPhone 15 Pro remaining at the same price of $999. Along with the new iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max models, Apple also unveiled the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus models, which now have dynamic islands and have the A16 Bionic chips from the Pro models from a year ago. They will maintain the same $799 and $899 starting prices as the phones from the previous years. Now, there are, of course, some big changes on the new iPhone 15 on the video side. You'll be able to shoot 4K 60 ProRes video on the devices, or even shoot directly to an external drive through the USB-C port. The 15 Pro can capture spatial video too, the kinds of 3D content we've been seeing for the Vision Pro, though that feature's coming later this year. It's clear that Apple imagines the 15 Pro as both a consumer device but also a genuine professional tool for the creators and filmmakers of the world, or that they're made of titanium. They have action buttons, and Apple promises they're the most powerful smartphones Apple has ever made. There's also ray tracing if you like gaming. But overall, in my opinion, you shouldn't buy the new iPhone 15 if you already have an iPhone 13 or newer, unless you really need these new features in the cameras, or the new USB-C and titanium version. Otherwise, buying the new iPhone 15 seems like a waste of money, because you won't see much of a difference from the iPhone 13 or iPhone 14. Oh, actually, the iPhone 15 is 1 gram lighter than the iPhone 14.